You're listening to Rockin' Country Radio, today's hottest country and more. Well, hello and welcome to Rockin' Country Radio. Another week, another Monday, and we have got a great week ahead. And so glad to have you here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad. Got so many listeners out there already tuning in, and we are just excited to have you here. We are excited to be here. We have got a great week of shows, and I tell you, tonight we're kicking it off just right. I am stoked about our guest, and ever since I found out that he was going to be on the show, it was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome, because we've been playing his song for a little while now and getting some crazy mad, great feedback on it. People love the song and are just jumping up and down. And it's a great summer anthem, but it's a great party anthem too. And we'll be talking with him about it very shortly. Not to mention we'll be playing it at the end of the show. But I want to welcome everyone in. If you're brand new to our show and this is your first time here, welcome in, welcome aboard. And I tell you, you picked a great night to tune in for the first time, because you're going to love our guest. You're going to love the song if you haven't heard it already. And I am your host, DJ Delta Dawn. Very glad to be here with you as well. And, you know, most people kind of dread Mondays. You know, if they've had a great weekend, partied a lot, did a lot of great things, and, you know, it's summer, there's a lot of stuff kicking around and happening. Mondays can be kind of a drag. But I'm telling you, this is one Monday. You'll be glad that you woke up. So I want to give you a little background on our guest tonight before we launch in. He is on the line right now. And just so you know who we're going to be speaking with, and I tell you, you're going to absolutely love him. He has a unique combination of smooth country vocals and an explosive live performance, and that he does. He is Nashville recording artist Tom Dixon, and he has given birth to a new way of delivering that sweet country sound, and believe me, yes, he has. He has a heart-pumping, foot-stomping beat that, I mean, just electrifies audiences everywhere he plays. He has been working on his songwriting skills. Not that he really needs work. He's awesome. And he's played several writers' nights and open mics in Nashville at places such as the legendary Bluebird Cafe. And some of his biggest musical influences are Gary Allan, Garth Brooks, Toby Keith, Jason Aldean, and the legends like Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings. And he has had the opportunity to open for, are you ready for this, Eric Church, Allan Jackson, the Zac Brown Band, Sugarland, Phil Vassar, and Kip Moore. And in this year alone, he has either opened or will open for Lady Antebelum, Billy Currington, and Joe Nichols. I'd say he is going places in a hurry. So tonight we are so excited to welcome Tom Dixon to our show. Hello, Tom.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm actually home for a couple days, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, you know, we were kind of talking before the show aired, and I was asking you where you were because I have been following you. You know, every time I see you tweeting out, you're tweeting from the road, man. And it's like, does the guy ever get home to sleep in his own bed? I mean, gosh, you know, you have been a busy guy. It has been wild. Talk a little bit about your summer, because I tell you, I don't know of an artist, an indie artist right now that has had a bigger summer than you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been traveling up and down the East Coast, and everywhere from Louisiana up to Vermont, you know, New Hampshire, and some shows in Virginia and Maryland, and all over the place. Some NASCAR shows, some bar shows, some little bar shows, some big bar shows, you know, all sorts of things. Various festivals. So it's been a good year. It's been a good year, and it just keeps getting better. So.
I would definitely say so. And, you know, does it get any better than playing a NASCAR show? I mean, really. You know, like, country music is kind of the staple of NASCAR when it comes to music. They go hand in hand. And so to be able to play some of those gigs has got to be just a real rush.
Yeah. We played in Dover, Delaware for the race, and it was amazing. Like, the first time we played, it was kind of after a long day of races, and then there was, you know, the barbecue dinner after, and, you know, we had a lot of people up at the stage, but I think more people were tired and wanted to eat when they get the food stuff. But the following night, after, you know, on Saturday night, you know, it was another long day of races. Everybody, we played at the campground back there in Lot 10, and those people were ready to party. That's what they were there for. And as far as you could see, we were kind of in the woods, and as far as you could see off in the woods, there were people everywhere, and they were just all hopping and just having a good time. And yeah, it's really something. And I got to see my first NASCAR race, so.
You know, and see, it was like, for you, it had to have been like the best of both worlds. Because if you're a huge NASCAR fan like I am, I mean, you know, to watch a race on TV is one thing, but to go, you know, you and I were talking about place. I've never been to Nashville. I'll admit that. Right. I know that's like a major sacrilege thing to be doing a country show and never been to Nashville. But, you know, it's like NASCAR and country music are just kind of parallel. They're just country music fans love NASCAR and vice versa. And so I tell you, what a rush to be able to be there in the mix, not only to perform, but to be able to view the race live. So do I dare ask who you pull for in NASCAR, or am I kind of teetering on the edge there?
Oh, God, I don't dare choose. I kind of got myself in trouble just even putting on a hat that someone gave me during the show, so I think I'll just keep that one to myself for right now.
Just stay neutral. Well, you know what? Fair is fair. I won't tell you who I pull for either, and then, you know, that way I won't get, you know, either bashing mail or happy mail. You know, we want to keep the listeners, so we'll just keep it on the even keel, man.
Go NASCAR.
Go NASCAR. That's right. All of NASCAR, right? So anyway, well, man, I want to thank you so much for being here. It is awesome to have you with us tonight. And like I said, you've been on the road quite a bit. You've been playing around, and you've been promoting this single, Kickstart the Party. And I was telling you before the show aired that we have been getting so much positive feedback. People are really electrified by this song. I mean, they're loving it. And talk a little bit about the making of this song, because this song has kind of put you on the map, if you will. I mean, it's really gained some attention for you and your music.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wrote the song with Bo Fuller, Nashville, Tennessee, when I moved down here. You know, we got together and we wanted to write something that was upbeat and fun, and you know, he and I just got to talking, and you know, we were talking about how, you know, I'm an entertainer. You know, more than anything. You listen to the things that I do, I put entertainer at the top. That's what I do first. And, you know, I love getting in front of a crowd. And, you know, we were just talking about how we wanted something upbeat and a little rocking, and just we want something we can engage the crowd with. You know, there's always that song. If you're ever playing, like, cover songs or something, I mean, who can't get up and sing Friends in Little Places and have the crowd sing it back? You know, we wanted to have something like that. And, you know, we wanted it to be good and simple, just the whoop whoops in the song, you know, give everybody a chance to kind of give that back to us. And, you know, we had a lot of fun with it, and we just kind of wanted to harness that whole live show atmosphere in the song. And we were able to do that, and I love it. And, you know, our producer, Cam Wells, really took it to the next level, so.
Well, you aren't the only one that loves it. I love it. Our fans love it. Our listeners love it. I mean, man, it is a jamming song, and it's like I said in the intro, it's a great summer anthem, but it is even bigger, great party anthem. I mean, this song really does put people in the mood, and it's a great song for me. If I've had a really crappy day, I can just put that song on, and it changes my mood immediately. It's just a great song. But you know,
cool.
Talking about the energy in your shows, now you've got a video up on your website, which I've viewed many times, but it's for Kickstart the Party, and it's live. And I tell you, you really are energizing. Your performances are, gosh, it gets everybody on their feet. And when I saw that for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like Garth Brooks 2.2, you know, 2K14. I mean, my God. And but, you know, it's like, watch out, Garth. I mean, he's getting ready to kind of resurrect himself here in the next,
thank God.
Or in the fall. You know, seriously, I mean, you really do electrify your crowds that you're performing for, and does it kind of, you just kind of feed off the music as you're performing, or what do you do? Drink 5-hour energy shots before you get on stage, man, or what do you do?
I just damned a shot of whiskey. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, I do feed off of, you know, I feed off the music and my love for playing, performing, and you know, I've always said that sometimes I like a crowd of 5 people having a good time versus, you know, there could be 20,000 people sitting there staring at me, you know, and I feed off the crowd mostly, you know. I love, like I said, I love entertaining. I love the crowd, and the more the crowd gets into it, the more I get into it, and it just snowballs from there. And, you know, this whole song is kind of, you know, I became a solo artist for the first time, like, last year. Instead of just working with my old band in New Hampshire and stuff, with the Dixon Band, kind of became solo essentially for the first time. And this song is, it's about me. It's about kickstarting everything, and the fans out there love it, and if they love it, then I love it, and it just, like I said, it just snowballs,
Oh, yeah. Now, do you typically kick off your shows with this song?
Yeah, it depends. I do a lot because it really is a good kickstart song, really. And it's a great song to start off with. Yeah, so I do quite often.
Well, it's kind of a no-brainer. The title of the song kind of is like, it's almost a given. You have to kickstart your show with that song. It's just, it's a great song to get the crowd going, and then they can just kind of ease into the rest of your set, and your show. I think from there, which just really makes for a great time throughout. And you have been so busy, like I said, you've been traveling, but are you currently working on any other music? Are you going to be releasing new singles soon, or what's coming up for you?
Yeah. I mean, we are actually working on some new music. We might be releasing something else off of, the Kickstart This Party album, depending on how long things are going to take to, get something else out of the radio. But we're talking about the options. Signed a record deal with TMG out of Oklahoma. They're a great small record label, just what I need, and we're on the same page, and we've been talking about we're going to put out another album pretty soon, hit the studio hopefully by the end of the year, and I've been writing a lot since the last album, and I'm excited about it. I've got some great songs, and I'm still writing. I'm not kind of just taking, okay, I got this many songs, that's enough. I'm trying to write a whole bunch and really try to bring something special to the table for this next project. So.
Well, congratulations on your record deal. That's huge,
Thank you.
Certainly won't hurt you any at all. And now, last year, I've got to kind of go back a little bit because I have to kind of belated congrats to you, because last year I know you were named Country Act of the Year by the New England Music Awards, just the first of many awards I'm sure that you're going to receive as you go forth in your career. And that had to have been a major, major rush for you to be not only nominated but to score the award.
Yeah, and it was, what was even more special about it is, I was nominated for it before I moved to Nashville, and, I kind of expected that when I moved and word got out that I was kind of going to be off the list, and, I got an invitation to go to the award show and stuff, and I had just moved here. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to make it, and I figured, like I said, I was going to be off the list or whatever, and then one of my friends, MB Padfield, another artist, she sends me a text message, you won, just randomly one day. I'm like, I won what? And she told me, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, and really it meant a lot. It meant more to me because here I am, I've up and left, and I haven't been gone very long, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what are people thinking back home? Do they think that I've abandoned them, or are they going to stick with me? All this was going through my head at the time, and this proved that they were really sticking behind me in New England, and it was amazing. I'm originally from New Hampshire, and it was just such a great feeling. And now when I go back, I see why. They're just my fans are my fans, and they've been the greatest, and they're going to continue to be. So.
Well, I tell you, fans of country music are the most loyal there are, and fans of artists like you really are helping artists like you go places in the country music world, because they get behind their favorites just as your fans have you. I mean, you moved to Nashville. You won the award in New England after you had moved. I mean, that is a real testament right there to how much your fans love you. And, I think when an artist makes the decision like you did to move to Nashville to pursue your dreams, to take them even farther than, what you had done previously, your fans are going to be behind you because they want to see you succeed. They want to see you at the CMAs, and on CMT and all those big things that, other artists of the world are doing. And so, I mean, I think with social media being what it is really given fans with Twitter and Facebook and all these different mediums a real voice to tweet these radio stations and go, look, you need to be playing Tom Dixon. Have you heard this song by Tom Dixon? And I see it all the time. I mean, my Twitter feed is literally filled up with fan tweets of their favorite artist, and it's really making a difference. So I'm excited for you in that regard. Now, besides playing shows, I mean, what else have you got upcoming that we can look forward to from you?
Gosh, I mean, besides shows, I think that's all I do right now. I think I play shows and I update my Twitter and Facebook. I think that's what I do for a living right now. That's
about
all
all
I do.
you have time for, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm writing music and just trying to get out there, you know. And I want to meet more people, and I'm getting more fans, you know, that they're following me around the country, and it's great, you know. It's kind of spreading out, and yeah, I love it. We're just heading full steam ahead. My manager Dan Zentz and I, we've worked very hard at this, and we're not slowing down anytime soon. We're going to take this as far as we can and do whatever we have to do, you know, to reach more people. And I do this because they love it. As crazy as it is, you know, this is not an easy industry to be in. You know, it's not like going out and getting a job and showing up 9 to 5 or whatever. You know, there's a lot of work goes behind it, and when it gets hard, you know, just knowing that someone else cares about it just makes you want to do it, you know.
Oh, so. Yeah, definitely. Well, I know this coming Friday night you've got a big show. Speaking of shows, coming up at Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill in Woodbridge, Virginia. Now, that is like almost a hop, skip, and a jump from where I live. And I'm sitting here as you're talking about shows, I'm thinking, man, I need to try to sneak on over to Woodbridge on Friday night to check your show out because it's too close not to. Now, we got to get you across the border into North Carolina, Tom. I mean, we got to get you playing some dates here. You're too close not to. And there's some great venues here that you could just rock the house. There's a place in Raleigh called the Long Branch. What's that?
I played in Fletcher one time. A place called the Fruit. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, there's some great venues here, and if you're ever in North Carolina, we're going to have to hook you up because country music fans are crazy here in North Carolina. They love brand new artists coming through that they've never seen before. I mean, we've got a great venue over in Raleigh that brings in a lot of the big names, and we have, you know, other acts opening for them. And we need to get you on one of those tickets, man. I mean, you know, so that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, man, you got some big shows coming up, and Virginia, I mean, you're playing Virginia a lot, you're playing Tennessee, Louisiana. I mean, you're kind of all over the place, and which is always a great problem to have, right? You know, and it doesn't seem like you're slowing down any. So I'm very, very excited for you, and you know, in terms of the album, you know, do you have kind of a timeline on when you think you might be trying to release your next project? Will it be early next year? Will it be later this year? Or do you even have it the foggiest at the moment?
I'm somewhere between not having the foggiest and early next year. I'm thinking it's probably going to be early next year. You know, we don't want to rush it. We could probably rush it and try to get it out, but, you know, you want to do it right and make sure. Oh, yeah. You know, I got to live up to the last album, okay? So,
well, you know
as much as I think this one will be bigger and better, you never know. You know,
we're not going to rush anything because we know that whatever you put out in the future is definitely going to be rocking good, and your fans are going to love it. You're going to acquire new friends, and that's just how it's going to be. So now I do want to talk to you a little bit about one more big show that's coming up on August 31st. I know that there is Lady Antebelum is gonna she's gonna have, you know, Billy Currington and Joe Nichols on the ticket, and you are gonna be on that as well. And and I know that there's a meet and greet. Fans can register to win a meet and greet with you. Is that talk a little bit about that?
Well, that's right. Well, everybody can come say hi to me. That's easy. Because I'm not the kind of guy who just goes up there and plays and goes and hides somewhere. You know, I play and I go jump out with the crowd. Hey, how you doing? You know, so. Yeah. But actually, the opportunity for the meet and greet actually with Lady Antebelum, and if they buy tickets to the show at Meadowbrook in Guilford, New Hampshire, and they use the promo code TDLA, that gives us the opportunity for the meet and greet, and it also lets the venue know that my fans are there, you know, so because that's only offered to my fans. So that's going to be right in my backyard, too, where I grew up, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, wow. And, you know, what is it like for you? I mean, now that you've been on the road and you've visited so many different places, what is it like for you when you get to go back home and perform there?
Oh, it's like I'm a superstar. It really is, you know. It's like, there's just, you know, I like I said, I meet a lot of people where I go. When you go to a new area, it's exciting because it's new. and, you know, you meet new people and you play for good crowds, and, you know, it's still a great show. Well, man, you go home and you run into these people that have been following you for so long, and just their intensity of the show is it's just overwhelming sometimes, you know, like when you jump up on stage and the crowd is just screaming. It's overwhelming. It really is, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. It really is.
And plus, you know, being that you know, you go back home and you play there, and people are coming up to you that you've known your whole life, you know, that are glad to see you being successful, and you know, it's like a little reunion, a homecoming for sure. And I hope they roll out the red carpet for you, man, because you deserve it and then some.
Thank you. Yeah, they do.
That's great. That is awesome. Well, Tom, I know that you're just always busy, and I won't hold you because I know you've got a lot of things going on, but I'm so thankful that you were able to put aside some time to call in tonight and talk with us, because you are an awesome artist, my friend. Singer-songwriter, you have got, I mean, mad props to you, and we just are excited for what's to come from you. It's going to be awesome. So we thank you so very much for your time.
Well, I thank you. I thank you for having me on, and I just want to tell everybody, make sure you check out my website at tomdixonmusic.com, on Facebook, facebook.com/TomDixonMusic, and on Twitter at TomDixonMusic. And the only one's a little different because someone else had Tom Dixon Music. I don't know who it is, but on Instagram it's at Tom. I know, right? Yeah, on Instagram it's at Tom Dixon Country, but everything else is pretty much Tom Dixon Music. We try to keep it the same, so. But you can get to all of that from TomDixonMusic.com. So I hope.
And look, I'll just say, I'll add to that it doesn't matter how many Tom Dixons there are. You are the Tom Dixon. So we'll just leave it at that.
Awesome.
There you go. Well, thank you so much,
that.
my friend, and we'd love to have you back anytime. Best of luck to you, and I hope to see you out on the road, and maybe we'll get over to Virginia on Friday night to see you.
That'd be great.
All right.
Good.
Well, take care, and let us know if there's anything we can do for you moving forward.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. We'll see you.
See you. Bye.
Bye. Tom Dixon, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome guy. Gosh, what a cut-up. I mean, I think he would be the funnest person in the world to hang out with, don't you? And if you have not taken in one of his shows, you've got to check him out, and I hope that we get to, yours truly gets to, very soon. And speaking of that, if you go to his website, as he said, TomDixonBand.com, he has a whole list of all of his upcoming tour dates, so go check it out so that if he is in your neighborhood, you definitely want to go, and you don't want to miss him. I mean, he puts on a heck of a show full of energy, and if you want an electrified performance, you're going to get it from Tom Dixon. So we want to say a huge thank you to Tom for being our special guest this evening, and many thanks to all of you for joining us. Before we close our show this evening, we are going to play that signature song from Tom, and that is getting so much airplay and so much attention and making so much noise, and the song is Kickstart This Party. But as we wrap, I will say thank you to all of you for joining us, and if you're brand new, we hope that you'll be back again. We're here every evening, Monday through Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here, same time, same place, and we will be back here tomorrow evening with another great indie artist, country indie artist, that you will enjoy and you'll get to know. So for Rockin' Country Radio, wishing you all a wonderful evening, I'm your host, DJ Delta Dawn, signing off and saying good night and God bless.
I'm alive. Let's kickstart this party tonight. I just downed a shot of whiskey. I'm gonna feel like Superman when it finally hits me. Feel that liquid courage flowing through my veins. Catch a buzz to the rush of the step on stage. Got the bass drum a kicking some funky thing. Guitar players chicken picking up and down the string. Get it on, get it on. Let's rock this country to the break of dawn. Got the good times going and the fans behind me. All my rowdy friends are here to remind me I'm alive, I'm alive. Let's kickstart this party tonight. chicken picking up and down the strings. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Bass drum is kicking some funky thing. Guitar playing, chicken picking up and down the strings. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's rock this country to the break of dawn. Got the good times flowing in the fans behind me. All my rowdy friends are here to remind me I'm alive. I'm alive. Let's kick off this party tonight. Can I get a whoop whoop? 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 Can I get a whoop whoop?
Check out Rockin' Country Radio on the web. Find us at rockincountryradio.com, on Twitter at rockin_CTRY, and on Facebook at Rockin' Country Radio.